In today's training, I'm going to walk you through how to use our consumer product ClientGo as an initial fact-finding tool for new clients. From your client list, you can navigate over to our invitations page here in the top left screen. And from here, you'll be able to see how many ClientGo and Vault licenses that you have available. And so this will give you an idea of how many licenses you have available to send out. And from here, you can send out an invitation to a new client that you haven't put into Voyant yet. So this would be ideal for clients that are new to you, who you have not entered any information or collected any information on. So I'm going to navigate over to the plus button in the bottom right hand corner, and then I'm going to put in the client's name and their email address. And then I will walk you through the client side of what this looks like here in just a second. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to toggle on the product access that you would like for them to have. So if you have both ClientGo and Vault access, you can give them both, or you can give them one or the other. In this example, I'm just going to do ClientGo. So I'm going to send them the invitation. That is going to go straight to their email. And now I'm going to walk you through what the client journey is. Once you've invited your client, they're going to receive an email that looks like this, and all they're going to need to do is click the link in the email to set up their own username and password. Click sign up once they've completed that, and then they will go back and log into that new account. And then Voyant is going to take them through this fact-finding journey so they can put in their initial information. And I'm going to make up some information here. And click. You can add another person. So let's say Bob. And we'll give him a date of birth 1 year earlier. And we'll add a child. Let's say Franklin, give them a date of birth 2016, and we'll click done on the people. And then from here, you can start adding goals. So let's say they would like to retire comfortably, and we're going to add an annual spending amount of $80,000 and click next. We're going to put that between ages 65 and 90, and we're going to put this as a high priority goal and click done. So now we have a goal for the family. If they wanted to add additional goals, they can do that here. Let's say they also want to do a trip of a lifetime, and they have a goal amount of $25,000. And they want to do that when they are both retired. So we're going to give that a high priority as well, maybe not as high priority as the retiring comfortably, and we'll click done to save, and we're done adding goals. And now we can get started on adding our finances. We add our employment, Jamie's income. We can put her income in here and add another employment. We'll move to Bob's income, add his income in here. We'll be done with incomes. We can add or import finances. So if they have some external accounts that they want to import from their bank or a external provider, they can do that here, or we can simply add them in manually. So an investment, if they have a joint investment account, we can add that here. So this has 150,000 in it, and under contributions, they put 5,000 annually in here. We can click done, add finances. We've got some retirement plans. Jamie has a Roth IRA, Jamie's Roth, and that has 35,000 in there, and she contributes 6,000 annually. Add another retirement plan. She also has a 401k, Jamie's 401k, and we can add in the balance of that as well. add another retirement plan for Bob. And let's say Bob has a Roth 401k. The balance of $450,000 in it, and it's 100% going towards the Roth. And he's doing 10% of his income with an employer match, and they're matching 5%. You can click done to save. And then we can also add in some expenses. For example, if they have a home or a mortgage, we could add that monthly amount in. Say it's $2,200 a month. Property taxes are $3,500 annually. Homeowners insurance $2,000 annually, and then we could add additional expenses if they have some additional expenses they wanted to add. They are able to add and edit these categories. And then we could do groceries. Let's do $1,500, and you can go as itemized or as big picture as you want, and click done to save. And then you now have their expenses. Once your client has completed all of the relevant categories, they'll have a cash flow projection that's going to look like this, and then they can follow up with you regarding additional projections. And then you're going to get a version of the plan that looks like the Voyant that you're used to, and I'll walk you back through what you're going to see on your end. You'll get a notification that your client has completed their plan, and then the next time you go to log in, you will see that plan in your client queue. So I now have Jamie and Bob Phelps in here, and we can open up their plan in Voyant and see it in our view. So you now see that client has write access, and that just means that they can make edits to the plan. I'm going to turn on client lock so that they can't make edits to the plan while I'm in it. And let me just take a look at what they have done. So they've created the base plan for me, so I can start planning from here. I have their initial information in here, and we can click this down arrow and see what they've input into the plan. I've got a couple of goals. I've got their ages and the people in the plan. I've got their joint investment account and retirement plans and some of their basic expense information. If I open this up, you'll notice it creates a overall expense, and then in the details section, it'll show you the breakdown of those expenses. So there will be an itemized list of how they broke it out. And then from here, now you can go ahead and do some additional planning. So you could add additional information in here, and then we can start running some insights to determine what sort of advice we might give them as far as how we might get rid of this shortfall, and then start creating some what if plans to provide them with some advice to help them get on track for retirement. I hope that this was helpful. If you have any questions about how to use this tool, please do reach out to us. I'd be happy to help you and walk through this on a one-on-one basis. And you can always click the name of your client in the top right and request support. Enter that question into the text box and share client access.